Hey everyone, how's it going today? I want to talk about how I think ShieLds may be a little bit overpowered for the game Battle Brothers. You can equip the most simplest shield, and I'm not talking like the little tiny little bucklers. I'm talking the simple shields that are the next one up from the buckler shield, and give that guy any stats right out of the gate. Level 1. Put them out on the battlefield. And then what you want to do then is you want to just watch them not take any damage. Whether their shield defense is high or low, it doesn't matter. Shields in the game Battle Brothers, I think, are a little bit stupidly overpowered. They really are. I would like to watch this combat with you and make some commentary. And as we go, we'll discuss in the comment section how we think shields are just a little bit stupidly overpowered in the game Battle Brothers. Shields are a little bit stupidly overpowered, and we're gonna fast forward here. Let's just fast forward all the way to here. There we go, that's a good spot. Same combat, but I scum saved, reloaded the terrain so that the terrain was a little bit better to my advantage. Now you see I've got a couple shielded guys here. Those are my shielded guys, and the reason they have shields and not two-handed weapons is because if you wield a two-handed weapon in the game Battle Brothers, you're gonna get destroyed. The opposing team's gonna have the appropriate synergy on their team to be able to destroy that one guy on the team with the red flag that says, "Kill me, I have a two-handed weapon in my hand that will bash your head if I get too close to you." So the first thing they're gonna do is everybody on the team is going to destroy that guy. And because he doesn't have a shield on and just his armor, no matter what, he's going to get destroyed no matter what armor that is, no matter what shield that, or not shield that he doesn't have, because he can't have a shield with two-handed weapons. Goes without saying. No matter what, that guy's going to get destroyed. So why does he have a two-handed weapon in his hand that says, "Kill me? I have the most powerful weapon here on the battlefield. You should destroy me now"? Well, that's because he's got his other bros to protect him, to get him in just the right position so that he can use it. But that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. There's just too much going on the battlefield. Unless you just outnumber the enemy so ridiculously to begin with, well, what are we even talking about? But here I have a fire pot. I'm gonna throw it right there, and I like it, and it does quite well. They're expensive though, but they are quite useful, let me tell you. Now you see, shields are just so stupidly fuckingly overpowered that none of my bros wield two-handed weapons unless they have a reach of 2 squares. A mace like that has a reach of 1 square. It's fucking stupid in my opinion. With a capital F, it does nothing but say, "Destroy me now." Even those two-handed axes. You get them at the very beginning of the game. I don't use them. I sell them. They're dumb. They'll just get you killed. I've never been able to get a bro close enough to be able to use it without getting killed. And like I say, shields, for some reason, there's an overemphasis on shields in this game. They're just too much, in my opinion. You can have the most ridiculous guy with the worst stats and give him a mediocre shield and it becomes this turtley tank where nobody can harm him. See what I mean? Even a most ridiculous shield like that. You can just waltz around and take hit after 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 hit. And I'm not exaggerating with those hits. See though, if you don't have a shield in your hand, you're gonna go down quick. That two-handed mace may look nice, but you're never gonna be able to use it. It's dumb. That's the experience I've had, and you're not even gonna be able to, and when you do swing with it, it's not even gonna hit. How'd that mace work out for you, bro? Guy's dead. And they do the same to me as I do to him. What I just did to the opposing team, to that guy wielding the two-handed mace, is what they do to me with my bro wielding the two-handed mace. He goes down. He's the first one to go down. Every time. Never even gets a chance to use it. So you put a shield on and then all of a sudden you become this amazing combatant. Shields are too stupidly overpowered in the game Battle Brothers, in my most humble opinion. They really are. For some reason, shields can just block, and they take a ton of damage for how much damage they can take. It's almost like they take double damage for what damage they can take. Sometimes I think they even take 0 damage. I don't know, it seems like it. Oh, and here's another thing. I'm gonna target this shield here and I'm gonna break it. One of my guys has an axe. Certain weapons you can target and break shields, but here's the thing I'm gonna ask. How come that attack never misses? When you're targeting a shield, targeting the shield to break the shield, that attack never misses. How come? When you go to attack a bro to break his shield, some weapons have a certain attack like this axe right here. You can target a player's shield and sometimes it takes a couple targets. You can't just break it all in one attack. Maybe you can if you get lucky. Sometimes I've seen it break in just one hit. But how come that attack never misses when you're targeting to break the shield? That's extremely odd and not normal, not realistic. Maybe the guy might miss the shield once in a while. He's like, whoops. But it's 100%, and I have a couple hundred hours in this game, and I've never seen that attack miss. It's the one attack that never misses. That's really strange. But other than that, this game is amazing. But shields are just a little bit too fuckingly stupidly overpowered. All of them across the board. Even the most mediocre ones like that. Even little tiny ones like that. These big heavy ones are the best. Then you got the kite shields that I've known about. These are nice. And then you got these little tiny ones. Are awesome for some reason. This game went way overboard on shields in my opinion. It just made them way too much durability, way too much protection. Like I said, you can give the worst guy right out of the gate with the worst stats, give him a shield and he becomes this little turtley tank that just doesn't take any damage. Maybe you can use that to your advantage, use it as a technique in the game. But I think that's enough about that. I think I've ranted enough about that. Here we have 3 archers versus 1 guy, and my archers are well equipped. I give them all a weapon and a shield in case they get into up-close combat. These 3 archers right here switch to their weapons and shields and take this guy down. Lickety split in no time flat. 12 versus 11 now. Ooh, I just pierced that guy's hand. Did you see that? Whoop, that guy's going down quick. But crossbows can pierce through most anything. I've noticed crossbows might be the best weapon in the game. And I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of them on my team. And I'm saying that right now. I haven't even thought about it, but I think crossbows in the hands of the right bro might be the most powerful weapon in the game. You gotta have a high crossbowmanship. That's the thing. You don't have to have any skill in shields, though. But it does help. Shields are just too stupidly fuckingly overpowered in this game. They really are. I don't know. But you use that to your advantage. It goes both ways. But it's annoying. Fuck is it annoying. How can a shield just block a big-ass hammer like that? A little tiny shield just blocked a big... And that guy has the hammer perk. And he's got 2 stars in his melee. That guy right there. And that little tiny shield is like... Twink, twink. Just pink. Maybe he's just a really good combatant. Maybe that guy's just really seasoned in his melee strength. Maybe he's just really skilled, huh? Twelve to 9. You know, I've been finding out that those big burly armors like that, if you don't have enough fatigue, don't wear them. It's just gonna hurt you more than it helps. Gotta have the fatigue to be able to wear those big armors, which makes sense and is realistic and fun. The only thing not realistic in this game is the overemphasis on how good shields protect. Too many times in a row, too often. All right, that archer's going home. He's gonna go home and have supper. He's got supper waiting for him. I think he's the only one that left to go home and tell everyone what happened here. He's the only one left on their team left to go home and tell everyone what happened here. Yeah, man, they got them all. I had to go, man. I'm just an archer. You really think I was going to take on a geared out raid party such as this? No way, man. I'm out of here. Now we're just doing a little bit of cleanup here. Even I know how overpowered shields are. So it works for me too. Like I say, it works for me too. So even though I am complaining, even though I am having my gripes, my rant here, it works for me too. Oh, that archer's come back. You want some more, huh? I thought you were going home to have supper, boy. Maybe you should go home. Maybe, why'd you come back? Something told him to come back. Maybe he dropped something. Missed. Good for me. Ouch. How'd that hurt? How did that feel? Did it hurt? You need to practice your spear throwing there, boy. Knocked him out. Did I just have my finger over the volume button while I was recording? Sometimes that happens. Because they got the volume button in the stupidest spot on this phone. In order to hold the phone steady, sometimes my finger goes right over the volume. It's fucking dumb. What are you gonna do about it? I was not able to collect that helmet. Too much beatdown. There is a way to destroy bros and get their gear, but you have to do it with certain weapons that don't destroy armor. I think it's poking weapons like spears and daggers. Sharp, pointy weapons. If you want that gear, that's what you gotta do. I think that's what you gotta do. If you see a bro with some gear that you want, you got to use sharp, pointy weapons. If you use bashy weapons and weapons that hack and slash, I think there's a high chance it's going to break that armor, break those shields. Then you don't have a chance to collect them. But I haven't got to that point. I'm not that much of an expert yet. But I am on my way. But it's going to take a long time to get there. If this game doesn't annoy me before that. That's my guy with my two-handed hammer with the hammer perk. And that shield right there is just going to just block. What this guy right here is going to be like the last one standing because of that shield right there. Because of that awesome shield that he's got right there. Makes him an invincible tank. It's just so stupid how powerful it is. That's Battle Brothers though. I mean, I can't get mad at that if I'm going to enjoy this game. I can't get mad at that concept that it just emphasizes shields a little bit too much. It's just something I have to learn to get over. And once I get to that point, see what I mean? I'm not making this up. I'm just not saying this shit. Come on. This is hilarious. It's all so fucking dumb, it's funny. Good Lord. Unreal. Finally. Hagen the Fletcher has a permanent injury. I didn't lose anybody. Very, very happy about that. Lots of loot here. Lots of loot. Limited space. I gotta spend $5 to get myself a wagon. I took one of that double-handed mace anyways because it's worth some coin. And once I get a bro good enough to use it one day, and maybe I'll use one. But I don't think I'm ever going to use one in this campaign. I'm just not, I just don't understand the game well enough to understand how to use one yet. I'll be honest. It's not me. It's not the game. It's me. Now that he's dead, Heribert, the Ashen Prince, suddenly reminds you a lot of men you used to know. You don't settle on the deja vu for too long, and then you quit reading and save your game because you want to save your game a lot, and then you continue onward and you check out your gear. Now I'm just kind of looking at my bros' gears, looking at their hit points. This guy's got 1 hit point left. He's got brain damage to the head, plus 15 resolve. That ain't so bad. Minus 25% experience game. Minus 25% initiative. Ain't so bad. That's actually not a bad perk right there. Even though it is brain damage. Even though he could be dead. Could be worse. Alright, we're heading back now. We're going to go get our reward of 2,050 crowns. Thanks everyone for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe. And good luck in your Battle Brothers campaigns, okay? I just realized that I hadn't turned up the ambiance that entire time. Because sometimes it can be annoying. The music in this game is good up to a certain point. It just keeps repeating itself, and then you got to turn it off because it just keeps repeating itself. But it is okay. The music is pretty decent. So Tiefenmark is no longer under the threat. So here we are. Crowns well deserved. 4,100. Wow, looks like I got more than I thought I would get. So here the tavern's the only thing open right now. It's night time. Guntrum's been with the company for 37 days, has 18 battles, 16 kills. Torsten Anchorman, 49 battles, 51 kills. Level 7. Next, level 6. You can read and pause your screen and read those. We're just going to go through these kind of briefly and look at them. I'm not going to read them all. 74 days, 41 battles, 21 kills, level 6. Level 6, again, Hagen the Fletcher. He's the one that just took the brain damage. Ulf, 27 days, 15 battles, 7 kills. Eric, 24 days, 14 battles, 7 kills, level 4. Stoguy, level 7, 89 days, 51 battles, 39 kills. Conrad No Nose, Knows I Won. Has no eyes. That was his last name. Anton the Understudy. 59 days, 35 battles, 14 kills. And this is the game, Battle Brothers. There's that two-handed mace. Nice weapon, but stupid because you never get a chance to use it. Because that's just the way the game is. I don't know. I got to figure it out. That's something that I got to figure out. He could be wielding that. See, he could wield that. He's got the capability. But if I'm not going to be wielding a board, there's no point in wielding it because you're going to die on the battlefield like I showed you. Everyone's going to target the guy with the most powerful weapon. It's just what it is. It's what makes Battle Brothers a tough game. So we're going to buy my men a couple drinks. Good job, guys. Good job, everyone. Have a great day, everyone, and good luck in your Battle Brothers campaigns. And there's, I think, a mod where you can have battle chicks. Yes. Battle women in the game Battle Brothers. Yes, that is awesome. Have a great day.